Hello my friends, Ellen here. Hope all you're doing well. Welcome back to my Southern Kitchen and to the 5th episode of Ellen's Fall Baking Series 2022. Today I'm going to share with all of y'all another great biscuit recipe, and it's also in my cookbook. We're going to use my 3-ingredient biscuit recipe, but with a twist. How does sweet potato biscuit sound? Oh yes, sugar. And my friends, it is so simple and easy to make. The bomb.com delicious. It's going to be full of sweet potato, and we're going to brush it with a homemade sweet potato cinnamon butter. It's sure to make your mouth water. And these sweet potato biscuits are soulful and addictive. When I say addictive, I mean addictive. So make sure you make a double batch because these will disappear in seconds. Everybody's going to fall in love with these biscuits. And I'll post a complete recipe along with the instructions down below in the description box. And also check out my sweet potato recipes playlist, my fall baking recipes playlist, and my previous video, Southern Fried Pickles. I'll post a link to all of those down below in the description box. So grab your sweet potato, your flour, and your biscuit cutter sugar because we're about to bake some sweet potato biscuits magic in my Southern kitchen. Here we go. All right, my friends, in my pot, I have my sweet potatoes, about one large one, and I peeled them and diced them. So now I'm going to fill them up with some water. All right, my friends, I have filled up my pot with water. So now I'm going to cut my fire on to high. And all we do is bring it to a boil. Alrighty, my friends, our sweet potatoes has came to a boil. So all we do now is let them cook until they're fork tender, about 15 minutes. All right, my friends, let's take a look at our sweet potatoes. Oh yeah, nice and fork tender. Just fall right apart. All right, so now I'm going to cut my heat off, and then I'm going to drain them and rinse them under cool water. And as soon as I get that done, I'll bring you back. All right, my friends, our sweet potatoes nice and cool. So now I place them into my blender. So we're going to cover it. And we're going to puree them until they're smooth. All right, my friends, I'm through pureeing my sweet potatoes, and this is what it look like. See how nice and smooth that is? We need 1 cup, and I reserve 1 tablespoon for our sweet potato cinnamon butter that we're going to make later. So now we're ready to make our biscuits. We need 2 cups of self-rising flour. So we're going to use my 1/2 cup measurement. We need this 4 times. Going to fluff it up. Just like that. And then we're going to level it off. And voila, perfect 1/2 cup. That's 1. Again, fluff it up. And level it off. And that's 2. Three. And 4. And into our self-rising flour, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of white sugar to give our biscuits a little sweetness, and a 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, my homemade pumpkin pie spice. I'll post a recipe to that down below in the description box. And we're going to whisk these together until they're well blended. Now we're going to add in a 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick of unsalted butter that I grated. And it's nice and cold. Very important that your butter be nice and cold, so that way we'll get fluffy, tender biscuits. So now using my pastry cutter, or you can use a fork, we're just going to cut the butter in until it reaches coarse crumbs. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting my butter in, and I'll bring you back. All right, my friends, I'm through cutting my butter in. This is what it looks like. Nice coarse crumbs. That looks great. So now we're going to add in our puree sweet potatoes. And stir this in. Alrighty, so now we're going to add in 1 cup of cold evaporated milk, my favorite ingredient. And mix all these together until they're well incorporated. Love the smell of fresh sweet potatoes and pumpkin pie spice. All right, my friends, I'm through mixing up my dough. Look at that beautiful orange color. So now we're going to place the dough onto a lightly floured surface. So now I'm going to add a little flour and dust them on my hands. So now we're going to knead it a few times. And if your dough is a little sticky, you can always add more flour. All right, as soon as I get through mixing up my dough, I'll bring you back. All right, my friends, I'm through kneading up my dough. So now we're going to flatten it. We're going to create layers for our biscuits. One about a 1/2 inch thick. Gonna fold it over like so. Then fold it on the other side. And you can do any size that you prefer. I'm gonna make jumbo biscuits. Alrighty, so now we're gonna use my biscuit cutter. Gonna dip it in a little flour. And we're gonna cut it down like so. Don't twist it. And if you don't have a biscuit cutter, you can use a glass. Just like that. Perfect biscuit. And then I'm going to place it onto my cookie sheet that I lined with parchment paper. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish with the rest of my biscuits, and I'll bring you back. Alrighty, my friends, I got all my biscuits together. And in total, I have 10 biscuits. And you can see the little specks of sweet potatoes. And it's very important that your biscuits touch each other. Otherwise, if you place them separately, they're going to rot and they're going to be lopsided. And this is optional. I'm going to lightly brush the top with some evaporated milk, just to give it a light golden brown color when they come out the oven. Alrighty, that's good. Now we're ready to put these biscuits in the oven. We're going to put them in the preheated 450-degree oven, and we're going to let them bake for about 14 minutes. And while they're baking, we're going to get started on our sweet potato cinnamon butter. In my bowl, I have 4 tablespoons, which is a 1/2 stick of unsalted butter that I let come to room temperature. And we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar and 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. a little drop of pure vanilla extract, and 1 tablespoon of the reserved sweet potato puree. Give this a stir until it's well incorporated. And that's it, my friends. How simple and easy was that? Sweet potato cinnamon butter. Alrighty, my friends, I have taken my sweet potato biscuits out of the oven. Smells heavenly. I love the smell of biscuits baking and fresh out of the oven. So now we're ready to brush them with our sweet potato cinnamon butter. Oh, yes, baby. Lord have mercy. These gonna be spectacular. About to be the business right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish buttering my biscuits, and then I'll put them in my bowl and I'll bring you back. All right, my friends, there you have it. Soulful sweet potato biscuits. Doesn't that look good? Oh, I can't wait to dig in. So now I'm about to fix me up a plate and I'll give it a taste. All right, my friends, I fixed me up a plate and I'm gonna show y'all how fluffy this biscuit is. Squishy like a pillow. Nice and golden brown on the bottom. And you can see the flaky layers. All right, so now I'm gonna open it. And I'm gonna brush the inside with a little bit more of my sweet potato cinnamon butter. Alrighty, now it's time for the best part, the tasting. Here we go. Look at that. Look at this biscuit. Have a bite. OMG. It is so moist, it just melts in your mouth. Perfectly cooked. And I love that sweet potato cinnamon butter. And I can taste the sweet potato and the pumpkin pie spice. These are fantastic, my friends. Please give this recipe a try. And also, Thanksgiving coming up, this would be a great addition. This deserves another bite. Yum-o. Sweet potato biscuit-licious. My friends, I want to thank all y'all for watching and joining me in my southern kitchen today. If you enjoyed this video recipe, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to share this with your family and friends. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell so that way you'll be notified when my new videos come out. Also, follow me on social media, Facebook, Ellen's Homemade Delights, and Instagram at Ellen Delights. And don't forget to hashtag Ellen's Homemade Delights. And to purchase a cookbook along with your picture, please send me an email, ellenshomemade@gmail.com. I would love to see your beautiful creations with my recipes. And I'll see you next time. Let's eat and much love.